Poppin' YouTube, JD here, back with yet another review for you guys. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about one of the cleanest pairs of Jordan 1s to release this year, and that is the Jordan 1 Low Paris. What is up, you guys? In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the sneaker, talking about the colors, the quality, as well as how you should be rocking this sneaker. And later on in the video, I will be also covering sizing, as well as resale predictions, and of course, an on-feet look for you guys. So make sure you stick around until the end of the video. So the Jordan 1 Low Paris, so this was a European exclusive. It dropped as part of a city pack. So there was this sneaker, the Low Paris, and there was also the Jordan 1 Mid Milan that dropped. So that was like a beige colored mid. And there was this pair. Out of that pack, I definitely personally prefer these sneakers. Although that Milan colorway is really dope, I'm just not feeling it because it's a mid, and there's just something about mids I just don't like. In fact, the only mids I've ever liked is this pair right here. This is the Maison Chaton Rouge, and that was just such an insanely good colorway, so I didn't mind that it was a mid. But yeah, I mean, out of the two, definitely this was, in my opinion, the better of the two. So the colors on this sneaker were inspired by the architecture that you see in Paris. Now, most of the buildings in Paris are made out of this sandstone material, and definitely the colors that you see on the sneaker, especially on this toe box here, this kind of eggshell color, I definitely can tell you, I've been to Paris a few times, and I can definitely tell you that for sure you see these types of colors on the buildings there. Paris, in my opinion, by the way, guys, I've been to a lot of cities in Europe, but in terms of just pure beauty, Paris to me is definitely the most beautiful city in Europe. And yeah, these colors definitely remind me of how beautiful of a city that is. Also love the fact that this sneaker was a Jordan 1 Low. And if you've been following this channel for a while, you know how much I love Jordan 1 Lows. In my opinion, the lows and probably the Dunk Lows are like my favorite low top sneakers. I just love the way it looks, especially on baggier fitting, like looser fitting pants, which are the type of pants I like to wear. I love how these sneakers look with those kind of pants. And just, yeah, with a colorway like this, man, I'm just stoked on these shoes, man. Very, very, very dope execution on this pair. So on the toe box, you do have that eggshell, almost like a vanilla color. And then along the mudguard, you have more of that gray. And as well, you see that same gray on the swoosh, as well as on the eyelets of the laces. Then along the lateral and medial side, along this midfoot area, you have a brighter shade of white on the shoe. And then finally, along the back of the shoe, you have what is kind of like this icy blue. And yeah, I love that hit of blue at the back. It just kind of complements the shoe really well. By the way, guys, if this is your first time on the channel and you are enjoying this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, support the channel. It is really appreciated. Shout out to all my subscribers. Besides the dope colors, the other really underrated part of the shoe, I think, are the different types of materials you see on the shoe. So I counted 5 different materials on this sneaker, beginning with the toe box. The toe box is done in this nice buttery tumble leather. Feels like really, really nice, high quality leather. Then this gray color you see on this toe guard area is done in this very nice suede. You then have hits of nubuck on this gray area that you see along the laces. This lighter shade of white that you see on the medial and lateral side, that's done in this perforated white leather. And then finally, the tongue as well as the sock liner of the shoe is done in this nice mesh material that's also done in that eggshell color. You also have some hits of gold on the sneaker. There is this gold Jumpman logo on the tongue of the shoe. You also have a hit of gold on the lace aglets. The sneaker also comes with this little Paris hang tie, which is done once again in that very nice leather, this eggshell leather, and it does say PRS with a Nike symbol on it. I'm very happy with the quality on this sneaker. All of the materials that I talked about on this shoe are definitely, they feel at least like premium feeling materials. Definitely can't be mad at the quality, man. Jordan brand, you guys killed it. I've heard a lot of people refer to these as a poor man's version of the Jordan 1 Dior Low, and I definitely kind of agree with it. The colorway for sure, this gray and white color blocking definitely reminds me of the Dior Jordan 1s. In terms of like strictly looking at colorways, I personally think the Paris Lows is a much doper colorway than the Dior Jordan 1s. You guys know how I feel about those Dior Jordan 1s, man. Like I personally think it's like a fake looking sneaker sneaker. I'm expecting a lot more when I see Dior doing a collab with Jordan Brand, and that's the best they could come up with. I'm pretty disappointed, to be honest, in that collab. And just once again, from a colorway point of view, I really think that this pair looks even better than the Dior Jordan 1 Low. If you have a pair of these and you're wondering how you should be styling them, I definitely think you need to wear some lighter colored pants with these. I don't think these shoes will look good with like black pants or like dark blue. Wearing this with like light blue pants, and in my opinion, the best pants to rock with these are like white pants or maybe like a light beige. That's the way to go, man. Like this shoe would complement like a light beige pants so well. By the way, if you guys are looking for some outfit inspiration or just some dope sneaker content, make sure you follow me on Instagram. My handle is right here. It is at JDKick6. I do drop a lot of fit pics on there. So yeah, make sure you're following me. The sizing on this sneaker for me fits like any other pair of Jordan 1s. So whether it be high top, mids, it doesn't matter. The sizing to me is exactly the same. So for me, that's true to size. Just go with your regular Jordan 1 size. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys cop this just to resell it, and some of you may have been thinking of maybe paying resale for this sneaker. This is how I think this shoe is gonna perform. So it has, if you guys have looked at StockX, this shoe is already selling for more than double what they cost. So in my size at least, so I wear size 11. Size 11s are going for about 270 euros, which is like more than double what the retail price was. And I'm not surprised at all. I mean, like once again, to a lot of people, this reminds them of the Dior Jordan 1 Lows. This is also a European exclusive, which makes it a lot more scarce than other Jordan 1s. And just the fact that this is a Paris themed shoe, people in Paris love Jordan 1s. In fact, the biggest Jordan location in all of Europe, which is the Jordan Bastille, which is in Paris, is there for a reason. People in Paris love Jordan 1s, and for that reason and all the other reasons I mentioned earlier, I do think that these prices are gonna continuously go up. If you want to compare this shoe to another sneaker, I say compare it to these right here. So this was another Paris sneaker, the Maison Chaton Rouge Jordan 1 mids. And these also, like when they first released, the resale prices were not high at all, but they have just continuously jumped. I think the prices will rise somewhat similarly in these pairs. Just hold on to it for a few months if you guys are thinking of reselling. And if you guys are thinking of buying, I would go ahead and buy it right now. I don't see prices on these coming down. If you guys have made it this far in the video, make sure you drop a "What up JD" down in the comments. I love to see which one of you guys have been watching till the end. I appreciate all of you. And the on-feed portion of the video coming up right now. Until next time, guys, peace.